It's all just so delightfully overwhelming, purr. If you've stuck around here, then you'll get to see what the secret thing is. I don't know if you'll be able to guess. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taya and this is Okanda, my Canadacore island. I got a Tim Hortons coffee here. It is delicious. I'm enjoying it very much. We have a lot of little things to do on the island today, so let's just run through a quick little list. I made a post-it note list. How fancy.
So we need to decorate the mini islands. We need to put in another Tim Hortons close to my house. We need to get behind resident services decorated. We need to get Olivia onto the island via amiibo card. And we also need to move Grizzly's house.
So these are the things that we need to do today. We also have one more thing that I would like to do today, but it's a surprise, so you'll have to stay around. I don't know when I'm gonna announce the surprise, so stay tuned for that. Let's get down to the first items here, which is to decorate the little mini islands. Let's start with the Tim Hortons. I just dropped my list on the floor. Got it. All right, I have everything gathered in my pockets now, and this is the area we're going to create the Tim Hortons. Let's start by getting rid of you, tree. I have a fireplace that we're gonna put down like that, and then I have some simple panels. Let's see if I can do this correctly. Yes, there you go. So I always had pictured a two-story Tim Hortons here, but it's looking like not right. You know what, we're gonna do it not a two-story. Let's just continue the sidewalk pattern over here to go underneath the Tim Hortons. Maybe I could push it over and we can have the Tim Hortons sign over here. And maybe we can put the fireplace in front even. And then put the actual stall over here. Oh, it's cute. It's cutting into my yard. All right, I always pictured a Tim Hortons being here, and now I don't know how to feel about it. It's messing with my entire plan. Let's just see if we can bring you all the way forward, Tim Hortons. What if I put that tree back behind here? Maybe it would help to conceal the Tim Hortons sign a little bit from this side, and maybe it would just help everything to look nice. Let's see. That helps a little. So when you're in my backyard, you don't really see it too much, and to be honest, I'm at Tim Hortons enough in real life that having one close to me kind of feels right. Oh, okay. I really like this. This is exactly what I wanted before you go up to the Rocky Mountains, to just have a little area where you can get coffee. So that marks off item number 1, make a mini Tim Hortons beside. I'm so happy with how this turned out. It's so cute. Check. So the next area that we need to tackle is the area right behind resident services. So let's head over there. So this is the space we're working with behind resident services. I run through this area on a daily basis, so I need to keep it pretty clear for me. So let's see what we can do with some flooring first. Let's see about the arched stone. Let's get that in place. I am upset that this tree is in the way. You broke my perfect square. I have to move it. We don't need a tree. We don't need a tree there. Okay, now I have my satisfying perfect little square area here. I'm just gonna scatter some little leaf custom designs around just to add a little bit of detail, but I'm not gonna go crazy on this. I have the leaves arranged on this pathway now the way that I'm kind of happy with. I'd like to kind of add some symmetry to the back half of this. Let's just see. I've got a lot of iron and stone fencing here to kind of signify that it's more of a city area. So I'm gonna try to balance out some iron and stone fencing with some hedge fencing, make it symmetrical. Is that? I kind of like that. Let's add some benches here and see how that looks. Oh, I like that. Oh, that is so cozy. So Canada. I love it. Okay. Now, the other thing that I wanted to add here is this guy. Okay, did I just put it down exactly in the perfect spot? I think so. Not getting in the way. The benches are able to be symmetrical. I can still walk around this side. I am extremely happy with this. So now I don't want to add anything that will obstruct my walking path, but I do want to decorate a little bit. Cute. And one, of course, over here in this pile. That works perfectly. I do have a mountain bike. Let's see if that will work right over here. Oh, I like that. It's so cute. Okay, what do you guys think? This is my little park area. I really think this is adorable. Also, I really like having a fountain near resident services because when the bell goes, they do their thing. It's super cute. So we can check another thing off the list. Behind resident services is decorated. Oh my gosh, so productive today. How are you doing, Kiki? I just read a magazine article full of suggestions for an ideal weekend. One of the suggestions was to try doing a weekend DIY project. Sounds like a great idea to me. It does sound like a great idea. We have a few things to do inside of resident services. So the first thing we need to do is invite an amiibo camper. And I have Olivia's amiibo card right now. We're gonna invite her. We've already invited her 2 times. There she is. She's so cute. So adorable. Today she is going to have her final DIY project for us to make, and then we will have her on our island. Next is that we need to move Grizzly's house. Let's see what Grizzly thinks. I mean, can you imagine if they could veto it and be like, no, you can't move my house? I think that covers everything. So Grizzly, do you want to move where Taya thinks you should move? Of course I do. Getting a brand new view out my window sounds like a sweet deal to me. Itchy. All right then, sounds great. You just leave the rest to me and our friend Taya. Wait, he has fleas. That's why he said itchy. Okay, we gotta go take care of that too. I was like, is his saying itchy? No. All right, let's go find him and take care of his flea issue. Okay, where is this guy? Let's go and see if he's by his house first. There he is. He's got fleas. Let's take care of this. There you go. Hey, how about that? I'm not itching anymore thanks to you. Nice one, kiddo. Grr. That's taken care of. We got Poppy's house moved over here. Some updates on the back of the island here. We have Teddy's house up this little incline. And Olivia is at the campsite. Let's go say hello to our girl. Oh my gosh, how precious. This island is simply stunning. I don't know what to say except thank you for inviting me. Seeing how I came all this way, I can't help but think it would be nice to take something home with me. I've got it. How about a palm tree lamp made right here? I don't know if you realize that it's a Canadacore island. You're a peach purr. My friends will be green with envy when they see it. I do have a recipe for a palm tree lamp, so I'll give it to you now. Why, thank you. I don't have coconut trees on this island, so I hope I have enough coconuts in my inventory. I have one in my storage, apparently. I must have grabbed one from a treasure island or something. How do I have, or maybe from a balloon? That's random. Let's go see if I have enough coconuts. And while we're at it, actually, we're down here, and this is kind of where I would like to place Grizzly's house. I think I want to tuck his house like right back here in this little section. I'm gonna have to bust this rock open. Oh, it was the money rock. Oh, I'm gonna have to demolish that one little corner. I kind of like the idea of him being just like sandwiched in next to the Rocky Mountains. Yeah, I think that's cute. I think we could even build up a little bit more terraforming in between him and the campsite area so that he really has a little secluded nook back here. Home we go to see if we have coconuts. Oh, I love this little Tim Hortons. That came together really cute. Oh, I'm so happy that we did like to-do list items today because I feel like we're getting a lot of things done today. Okay, let's see what the coconut situation is here. We do have enough coconuts, yay! Okay, what? Oh, we need wood and clay. Let's go back there, get Olivia onto the island. Oh my gosh, I love that little mug. That is so cute. It's ready. All this authentic Okanda goodness, my friends back home will be terribly impressed. If I lived here for good, oh dear, my collection would surely grow out of control per. That, well, you're definitely going to live here. Alas, all these fabulous memories are making it awfully hard for me to leave Okanda. You should live here. Do you mean it, darling? The both of us living here? Why, this island wouldn't know where to hit it, purr. Sorry to keep you waiting, my dear, but I checked with resident services and I have bad news. There isn't room on this island for a new home to be built. They've turned down my request to live here. How dare they? I will get them. Perhaps I could ask someone here if they'd give up their place for little old me. Though, who do you think would be most willing to get on board with this plan, purr? So here is the list of potentials that we could let go today. And we have 3 lazies. Eric is a moose. He has to stay. Punchy is a cat. We already have Kiki and we'll be inviting another cat. We also have Claude, who is growing on me so much. So unfortunately, Punchy, we're gonna exchange you for Olivia. And I do feel bad because Punchy is adorable, but it's just, we need a snooty, and I just need a snooty. I need all the reactions. So I had the chat and shared my hopes and dreams and love for this island, and they agreed to my idea, darling. So get ready, Taya. This cat is about to be your neighbor. Yay! Olivia! She's perfect for Canadacore. I love her. All right, that's another thing off the list. Amiibo and Olivia. So that means we only have one more thing to do, and the secret thing. Maybe we'll do the secret thing before we do the final thing to just mix it up. If you've stuck around here, then you'll get to see what the secret thing is. I don't know if you'll be able to guess. Can you guess what I'm gonna do now, judging by all of these things that I have set out close beside resident services? First, I gotta get out of build mode. Then I gotta go upstairs to my bedroom. That's right, I'm gonna give you guys a temporary dream address. And that is the dream address for Okanda, the first dream address. A lot of people have been asking me for a dream address that they can go and look at right now. So I thought, you know what? We will get it up for you guys today if you'd like to check out Okanda. All right, so that was the little surprise for everybody who stuck around to this portion of the video. Thank you. I hope you enjoy going around Okanda. It's not finished, so there are a lot of things that are still need to be cleaned up, especially the beaches. All right, so the next thing on the to-do list is to decorate these mini islands. So a long time ago, I made these little mini islands in my lake, and I need to decorate along the back half, put in some stunted trees, and then I need to decorate, of course, each of the little islands. And I'm thinking on this island to the right here, I'm going to add a little bit of a campsite, which would be super adorable. So let's start by doing that. So we're over here on this first bigger island of the 2, and I'd like to put a little bit of stone pathway for a little campfire to sit on, and then maybe a little blanket back here for the actual tent to sit on. And I think I might off-center it a bit. I know what we're gonna do. I'm gonna tuck it way back like this. That is so cute. Okay, now it's like tucked back. Let's get the campfire out over here. Let's give them some firewood too. So what do we need here? We need a couple more camping accents, we need some more flowers, and I think we just need some weeds and little details on this place. That's okay for now. We'll come back to this island. Let's go over to this island. This island's gonna be a little bit more easy to decorate. I didn't grab any bushes. So along with decorating the little mini islands, I kind of want to flesh out the back half of where the lake is. So this is the view that you're going to be looking at when you're looking out from the lake. And I want to just put some small little cypress plants over here, some stunted trees, and just kind of fill it out that way. But the cypress trees have a pot, and that's kind of distracting. So my thought is that we're going to add some hedge standees in front. Okay, so I'm gonna push this hedge standee right up against the edge of the water and then put the cypress plant right in front of it and see how that looks from the other side. But we're gonna put a couple more of them down. I just wanna see if it will look good and like dense back here. Okay, let's see. Ooh, a wild log bench. Maybe that would help to hide the pot as well. Okay, the hedge standee is not really working. And the log bench, maybe it's not working. The hedge standee is too big, and so is this. So how are we gonna conceal the pots? How are we going to do it? Log stakes? Are log stakes the answer? What about a grass standee? Let's see. I think that that's slightly better. I'm gonna keep on going with this because it might take me some time to get figured out, and I will come back to you when I have that background area all sorted. So I ended up forgetting to walk you through the end of it, so I'm just going to talk through this. I'm adding in some of this cobblestone pathway in between the trees to add a little bit of depth. You won't really even see most of this, so I get a bit confused with my pathing in this area, but I end up just covering it over with a log bench, and that disguises it pretty well. So that's just, I mean, it's not meant for like really to be seen. It's just so that when you look across the water at it, it looks a little bit more filled in and fleshed out. Also, like the placement of some of these trees, like I'm gonna move this tree and I place it, I think, where it's not gonna grow. I haven't actually gone in and checked today whether some of these trees have grown in, but it's I don't know if it actually has worked out or not. I'll have to probably do some adjustments later. Another thing I think is worth noting is I'm using the different colors of cypress trees, and as you can see, they have slightly different colors based on the color of their pot, and so layering them and mixing them in with each other makes it look like there's different trees there, like different kinds of trees. The pots you can kind of see in the end, but I think I've concealed their pots well enough to where it's not super obvious, so I think it worked out pretty good. I can't wait to see what the actual trees look like when they've grown in and to adjust some of that as well. And I'm just adding in a little wind turbine. I think that they're really special for Okanda. I'm enjoying to use them. Near my hometown, they set up like a bunch of wind turbines on an island, and it's like wind turbine island, so for some reason it always reminds me, looking out across a lake at a bunch of wind turbines always reminds me of my hometown, which is super funny. So yeah, I realized that a pond stone on this side as well is a bit repetitive, so I do go and correct that. And I did end up using some of the hedge standees, but I think combined with the grass standees, they don't stand out as being so large, and I've tried to put them more into the background layers than in the foreground. Oh my gosh, yes, this little campsite is looking so cute. I love all the details there. That lookout is looking decent, but I think we need some trees to grow in to really know if it's working or not. But I think we need some flowers and some weeds and shrubs, and then we'll be done with this. Yes, I think that that campsite is so cute, and when the shrubs are grown in, I think it will be even more adorable. So much going on Okanda now. All right, everyone, here is our little lake lookout. And I love how cozy it looks. I'm really excited to see it with the trees grown in, but I think we're gonna leave it for today because I've already been filming for over an hour and we've gotten so much done today. Crossed off everything from the list and then the secret surprise. Let me know if you do go and check that out. I'd love to hear your feedback because we're almost done with this island, so anything that you have to offer, I would be really grateful. But that's it for today, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, everybody.